What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today for y'all, I do have another early review, and this one is rather interesting. It's not a Jordan, it's actually just a regular Nike shoe, but today I have the Drake or the Nike and Nocta. These are the Nocta Glides. So this is an interesting shoe. Not one that I normally would review, but I was given the opportunity to get it early, so I'm like, why not give y'all a review over something other than Jordan? So we're going to be talking about this shoe. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts and opinions on it, and then we will go from there. Of course, before I do jump into the video, I do want to give a quick shout out to my guys, Perfect Fit Kicks and Kamikaze Kicks on Instagram. Once again, if you need an early pair, if you need a pair that recently released, go hit them up on Instagram. They will get you what you need. Y'all have seen the videos that I do for early pairs, so go hit them up if you need or are looking for an early pair. Of course, also go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, on the notification if you're new here. I cover early reviews, recent releases, just kind of talk about sneaker stuff in general. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's worth your time, I promise. Now, jumping into the shoe, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is a rather interesting shoe, and honestly, not one that I normally would review. Like, these are the shoes that I just kind of randomly do every once in a while whenever I can get my hands on them, and it just worked out. I was able to get my hands on this pair. So we're going to go ahead and start with the box. Now, this is the box, and this is the same box we saw for I believe it was the Nike Hot Step Terrace. When those came out, I believe early this year or last year. I believe I did a review on that shoe as well, but this box is the same box. So you have the brown on one side and then the gray on the other. You do have the Nike swoosh right here. And then giving you all the 360 look, you do have the Nocta branding right there. And then just continuing on, you see more Nocta, and just continuing on the rest of the box. So going to the label reads Nocta Glide, and the colorway is black, white, white, clear. This is the size 11.5 in men's. Retail price, I believe, on these will be $160. The funny thing, and I've tried to find it, I'm not 100% sure on the release date. I've seen June, I've seen July, and I've seen August for the release date for these Nocta Glides. So honestly, if you're interested in the shoe, you just have to pay attention. If I can give y'all a release date at some point in the future, I will do that. But as of right now, I'm just not 100% sure on the release date. Just giving y'all some transparency. I tried to look and I just had no luck. Going to the inside of the box, brown lid there. And then going to the paper as well. So you do have two sheets of paper with this box, or with these shoes. So first paper is all white. This is an all white paper right there. And then the second paper is, it's like that bluish color paper, blue-gray color paper here. So that's what you have there. And then on the rest of the box is just the brown interior for the rest of the box. Alright, so jumping to the shoe. So once again, this is the Nocta Glide, Nike Nocta Glide. Give y'all that quick 360 on them, and it looks like the shoe has some 3M material on it, just kind of looking around at it. But this shoe takes inspiration from the Zoom Flight 95. There's several differences, but I know on the Zoom Flight 95 it had 3 pods. On this one, you do have an extra pod. They give you 4 pods on this one, so a little bit different. And I know Drake was spotted, I believe, just kind of doing some research. Drake last had these on last year, I believe at a Raptors game, was when the first time we saw them. So it's been a minute since we first saw the shoe, and when they're supposed to be dropping at some point this year. And there are several different colorways that are supposed to be coming out. I'll talk about those a little bit later in the video, but they just don't have the black and white colorway coming out. So if you're interested in the shoe, you have opportunities to get other shoes. Now starting off with the outsole, you do have a translucent outsole. You do have the yellow kind of circle pods things, or just kind of ovals on the shoe. So you see that all there. And then in the middle of the outsole, it says G-Tech. And so that is right there. It's got that carbon fiber plate on here as well, and just that checker pattern look. But going up to the midsole, you do have an all-white midsole. Of course, like I mentioned, you do see the 4 pods on both sides of the shoe. So you do see the translucent piece that wraps in the front right there. And then coming back to this side, you do see the rest of the pods. So like I mentioned, it's just 4 pods on this one, but it does take inspiration from the Zoom Flight 95. And then on the back of the shoe, it does say G-Tech as well. If I could get the camera to focus, there you go. It says G-Tech on the back right there. Going to the upper is made up of a mesh, kind of like a woven mesh or two-tone woven mesh. There's only black and white on the shoe besides on the outsole. But just giving a look at the upper, like I mentioned, it isn't all mesh. You do see the woven material or the two woven white and black strands on there. But that is the entire upper. And honestly, it's not a bad look. I just don't know if this is my type of shoe per se. Maybe like, I don't know. I'd have to like find it on sale. Honestly, it looks like a really comfortable shoe. Just kind of looking at the cushioning on here, feeling on the insole, and just it looks like a shoe that you could just wear every day and have some comfortability with you on your feet. Honestly, which is not bad at all, especially for what, 160. It's not terrible to have a comfortable shoe. Going to down the eye stays, you do have Nike written out, so you see the Nike right here, and that's on both sides of the shoe. And then the only other Nike branding you have on here is the Nike swoosh in white right there. And then going to the laces, you do have black laces with these. Oh, there's one more Nike logo, and that is the check mark on the bottom of the tongue there. But back to the laces, these do have black laces with these, and I don't believe they have any additional laces. So just black laces, but honestly, black looks good in these. And then you have a black tongue as well. So you see that tongue there. You do have the Nocta logo right here on the tongue also. And then on the back of the shoe, you do have a pull tab, and that is on the back with the white stripe going through there. But it does have that two-tone color material on there, but it is black and white. Like I mentioned, it's just black and white in this shoe. That is everything with the outside of the shoe, I believe. So let's go ahead and go to the inside, and we'll just jump straight to the production date. So the production date for these was July 7, 2022 to November 19, 2022. So literally last year that these were produced. So it makes sense why we saw Drake in a pair last year in 2022. But we're just getting them, I guess, super late. I don't know. I guess they've been sitting around for a while. Who knows? But going to the insole and shoe tree. So you have a paper shoe tree with these. And then one cool thing I saw with this insole, and I can't get it out because it's like glued down really well, but the piece that I do want to show is right under the heel. But you do have that metallic silver piece on the insole, and it does have the Nocta logo on there. There you go. Nocta logo and Nocta written out. You have the Nike swoosh on there as well. But I just thought it was really interesting to have that metallic silver piece on there. And then the rest is like that grayish colorway that we see on the box. But like I did mention, it does have some nice cushion on here. It just feels like a really comfortable shoe. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So if you're looking for something that's like a trainer almost and just has some comfortability to it, these could do really well. Now jumping to the other shoe, just give y'all a quick 360 of that one. No major differences in this one, but just give y'all the 360 on this one just so y'all can see what both shoes look like. And then the top view right there. So like I mentioned, they do have some other colors that are set to come out in this shoe at some point this year. So I'll go ahead and let me get to the picture. Alright, so they have this lime neon green colorway that's supposed to come out. It's neon green and black. They have a triple white colorway, and then like with the silver pods. They have a white with black pattern on here. They have a red and black as well, and then the last one is an all black for this one too. So several different colorways. You have a wide variety if you're interested in this shoe, just to kind of play around and see which colorway you like and then go for that colorway. Honestly, for me, I really probably will not cop this shoe. Like I mentioned, it's not a bad shoe. It's just one of those that I really probably don't think I would wear. Like I mentioned, it'd be great just to do a lot of walking around in, which could be the functionality behind the shoe. For me, is just walking around in the shoe and having something comfortable on feet. But you know, outside of that, it's really a hit or miss shoe for me. And this one's just, in my opinion, not my cup of tea for what I normally would wear. But let me know how y'all feel about these. Are you planning on copping the Nocta glides? Are you going to pass on them? How do you feel about this shoe? As always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping and go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and all the notification bells saying instead today when I post new content. As always, plenty more early reviews on the way. Just got to wait till shoes get to me and I will drop the videos. But as always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping in. Enjoy y'all's weekend, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.